He was up. I was going to eat the wood on twice in the morning or the evening, depending on where you're right now. And I'm coming at you with Wave Naruto and Sage Motor Elite 2. Last time we left off where Pervy Sage accidentally let it slip that he knew Naruto's pops. So let's just get back into it. Cut to after Jiraiya just spilled the beans that he knew who Naruto's pops was. What do you mean, like my dad? Do you know my parents, Pervy Sage? Naruto asked. It's complicated. The flustered sage answered. Please, Pervy Sage. I know nothing about my parents. If you know something, please tell me. Not even the third Hokage would tell me. I only know they died in the Nine-Tails attack all those years ago. Jiraiya thought to himself for a moment and then sighed. Alright, Naruto. You're gonna want to sit down. You see, you are actually my godson. The names of your parents are Kushina Uzumaki and Minato Namikaze. Namikaze? Isn't that your student in the fourth Hokage? Naruto asked, shocked. Yes, Naruto. Your father was known as the Yellow Flash of the Leaf, and your mother was known as the least red hot habanero. Your mother was actually the previous Jinchuriki of the Nine-Tails, and on the day you were born, her seal was broken, freeing it and killing her. Your father sealed the Nine-Tails into you to stop its rampage. Naruto's eyes were wide open, processing the information. All I know is that he made the best decision sealing into you. If anyone could handle all the power of the Nine-Tails, it's you. Even after everything you've been through, you still persevere. You're going to a strong young man and a fine young shinobi. Without a doubt, your parents are looking down on you, and they're proud of you, just like I am. Minato gave his life to use the Reaper Death Seal to seal the Nine-Tails into you, so I'm sure he had no doubts. Minato just looked up at the sky and said, I wonder how they got those nicknames. The only thing that he could think of at the moment. Jiraiya replied with, well, Kushina had red hair and an explosive temper, while Minato is the fastest ninja of our village and all of the others. Naruto then smirked and said, well, it's a lot to process, but I guess if my dad was the Yellow Flash, and my mom was the Red Habanero, I guess that'll make me the Orange Hokage. Naruto then proceeded to look to Jiraiya and say, I still got a lot to process, but all I know is, my parents were great shinobi, and one day, I'll not only be the greatest shinobi of all 5 nations, but I'll also be the greatest Kage to ever live. Well, I guess I do want to learn more later, but for now, I guess I'm just gonna get back to training, pervy godfather. Naruto then smirked and so did Jiraiya. He then left to work on some jutsu as Jiraiya sat there with a smile on his face, thinking, that kid's gonna make a fine Hokage one day. Don't you think, Minato? Kushina? After that, the rest of their training went by, and before the two knew it, Naruto and Jiraiya were saying goodbye to the Toads. Feel free to call it Swerp, but it better be because you're about to die, Gamabunta said. Make sure to keep meditating. And don't skip out on Frog Kata, Naruto boy. Keep practicing every day, said Shima and Fukasaku. Naruto chuckled, saying, there's no need to worry about me. I'm gonna keep training every day so that I can not only get Sasuke back, but I can also become the greatest Hokage. Now, it's time to get going, Pervy Sage, Naruto said to Jiraiya, who responded with a nod. Speaking of which, how about we have a little race to see who can get to the leaf first? I have been trying to get as fast as possible. My dad is the Yellow Flash after all. Jiraiya grinned and said, sure thing, Naruto, but how about we put a little money on it? Naruto declined, saying, why would I try to wager with you when you already owe me a bunch of money? Remember when you spent it all? Jiraiya then broke out in a nervous sweat and said, well, time to get back to the leaf, and then dashed off. Hey, pervy sage! Seriously, what about my money? And then Naruto ran off after him, both going to the Hidden Leaf Village. Naruto kept chasing Jiraiya until eventually Jiraiya wound up slamming into a gate while looking back to see how close Naruto was. He looked up and yelled, "Naruto, we're here!" Naruto stopped in his tracks as he heard that and looked up at the gate and smirked. Feels good to be home, right, Sensei? I guess so. After all, the Leafs women are best suited for my research. Naruto then bonked the old man on his head. Anyway, you old perv, it's time to go check up on everyone. Naruto, without a second thought, ran into the village to look for his comrades. As he ran into the village, he saw Sakura, Kakashi, and Lady Tsunade all grouped together, waving at him. He then was running towards them, but then a box slid towards him, and then he heard, "Sexy Jutsu!" The box was thrown out of the way as smoke gathered round, and he then saw a naked lady making Dragon Kakashi bleed at the nose. The smoke appeared again, revealing Konohamaru. "How's it going, boss? Thought the best way to greet my rival was to show him how much I progressed. Now it's your turn." Naruto smiled as everyone else's jaws dropped. "Sorry, Konohamaru. While I've been training, I haven't really had time to work on jutsu like that." He patted the kid on his head, but then complimented his transformation jutsu ability. The greeting party minus Konohamaru were somewhat impressed at Naruto's growth in his character, and then they began to talk. Tsunade started the conversation by saying, "I don't know why you'd want to match with Jiraiya, Naruto. He has no style." She said that because Naruto was wearing his red cloak, a scroll on his back, and he had markings under his eyes like Jiraiya. "Well, I guess living the Toad way, I picked up some of the habits of the Toad Sage." He then laughed at his own pun, but everyone else grimaced at that terrible joke. Kakashi then walked up to Naruto and said, "Well, Naruto, it definitely seems that you might have grown, but I do want to test you and Sakura's ability. You see, you two will be coming with me on team-related missions, meaning we'll now be considered as equals. Even though that's the case, I still want to see how far you two have progressed." Kakashi then pulled out 2 bells from his pocket. And with that, that will be the end of this episode of What If Naruto Learned Sage Mode Early. Yeah, next time we're gonna see how far Naruto's progressed and how much stronger he is compared to his canon counterpart. We're gonna see a little bit of what he can do against Kakashi. You know, you pretty much know what Sakura can do, but yeah, we're gonna get into that next episode. Gonna see how fast Naruto's gotten. You feel me? How strong, you know, them gains, you know, you been working out. Yeah. But, yeah, for now, that's gonna be it. Next video, probably gonna be this again. Probably gonna be What If Naruto Learned Sage Mode Early. And then probably after that, What If Sasuke died during part 1. And, yeah, that'll be it, I guess. That's it for this video. Soicing out. Later. Also, real quick, one last thing. To anyone who's ever seen Yu-Gi-Oh!, how do you think this Max Melon Pegasus impression sounds? "Ooh, Yugi boy. Ooh, Kaiba boy. Oh, I have the Millennium Eye. I can see everything that you're thinking."